Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here and thanks for watching. So today we're going to take this 4.5-inch little grinder that I've got and I'm going to get after this big old piece of wood right here. I've had it forever, never figured out what I was going to do about it, but I got these new attachments that are specifically for grinding wood down, and I've got several different variations of grit, so to speak, and I'm going to show you what a couple of those do, and we're going to see what kind of mess we can get into. All right, let's get going. This is the project I have been working on, right? And I've got some things that I need to fix on it. Unfortunately, on the last video, which is why this is take two, make sure your iPhone's charged whenever you're recording your videos, because you'll run out of time quickly when you're working on a project like this. Beautiful day. I'm in the backyard, far away from the garage and the house because of all the dust. Let's go see what kind of mess we can create today, okay? All right, well that was a lot, right? But this thing is done. Of course, you can see I've got a little hole right there. I don't know if you can see that right there as well. That's fine. It's on the bottom. I should have used that on the top and then carved it out, but you know, hindsight 2020. At any rate, this is super smooth, feels really good. Again, I've got choices, right? I mean, what am I going to put on this thing? I know a lot of you guys have asked out, you know, do I use the pasting, the finishing wax, the finishing paste? This is going to be a fruit bowl, so I need to kind of think about the use. I need to think about food safe. So, I mean, I certainly could go with some of the cutting board oil. You can get that at your local hardware store. Tung oil, or a combination thereof. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to test right here. I'm going to zoom in, test a little bit, and then we'll decide at that point, okay? All right, so I'm going to try this little guy right here. This is that Howard cutting board oil. I'm going to try a little bitty spot and just see what that does to the grain, right? It's definitely going to soak it up. I know that. And when you put cutting board oil, you are going to have to reapply. It will dry out over time. And so you got to keep that thing moist. You know, it doesn't add a whole lot, but it looks nice. It doesn't smell. There's no odor. I actually think I'm probably end up going to go with the tung oil again. Again, I love that product. I can go back over it with the finishing wax, but I'll show you. Let's do a little tester right here. A little bit deeper, right? Certainly brings out all the flaws, but I do like it. Looks good. Whew, strong smell, but that goes away. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing going. I'm going to do the bottom first. Yeah. All right, let's speed things up, and we'll see you on the other side. Okay, I mean, this goes on so easy. I mean, that literally just took a couple of minutes. And it's soaking it up, but you can see how it really pulls out a lot of those imperfections in the wood. And you've heard on previous videos, I really like that because, you know, we're all a little imperfect. And this is straight from nature, and there's mistakes there. Well, I won't say mistakes. I'll say that those are life's nice little differences between the different types of pieces of wood. You see how that goes on? Oh man, it's soaking it up. Wow. This looks really nice. I hope you can see that. There's a little bit of a sheen. That's going to go away as this gets soaked in. I'm not going to put a clear coat like a polyacrylic. I didn't want to use any kind of a stain. My wife was kind of back and forth about, you know, well, it'd be nice if it were dark, but you know what? This is looking really pretty. Really pretty. Love that. I'm going to put some descriptions down below that you can take a peek at. And I'm not affiliated marketing or anything like that. So the links that I put are just going to be to the product. I'll try to put as much information as I can in there. Oh man, so nice. All right, let's go with coat number 2. It's dried up enough. This one's not soaking up quite as much as the first coat was, for sure. There we go. Yeah, that's looking real good. You can start to tell when the wood's saturated. It'll feel, well, it'll just be really kind of glistening on the top, like it won't soak in. And that's where we want to be. That's where we want to be before we buff it out. We're going to let it soak anyway. I'll do the other side. I wish you could feel how smooth this thing is. And look, you can, I finished off with a 320, but a 320 grit piece of sandpaper, but you can keep on going till as smooth as you want it. Sometimes I get a little impatient and I want to finish a project. But it's not sloppy. It's just, could I go smoother? Sure. The rule on sanding is if you think it's smooth enough, it's not, keep sanding. So it just depends on what you want on your final product, if that makes sense. I don't think this thing can soak up anymore. I really don't. It feels great. I love the colors on the bowl. You know, that looks really awesome. The light shines in there. All right, let's get this going here. So I scoop it out. I use a little washer. Helps me scrape it out in there. Do a little fold to where I have a little ball of it right up in here, right? And the oil, once I get going on this, there it goes, will release through the cloth. And this is just going to further seal and protect the work and the wood. And again, this is going to be fine for me to put fruit in once I'm at that point, which will be not too long from now. that's a wrap here in JDUB Live for today and our little fruit bowl that we made. I hope you enjoyed the video and maybe you learned something along the way. Really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you to my subscribers. If you saw something that you like, or if you're interested in more of the work that I do, check out the channel. Give me a thumbs up on this video and others if you see them, and I'd love to have you as a subscriber. We'll keep making stuff like this, and love to hear your comments and everything like that. So you guys have a fantastic day, and let's just do this thing called life together, okay? Cheers.